Hey guys, happy Father's Day, happy Sunday evening. Today the title of my life is Not in Spite of, but Because of. Big difference between in spite and because. Welcome to Angie Speaks, where we are striving to be stronger than our splinters. We are striving to be the next best version of ourselves. That is the goal. Last week we talked about awareness. That was the theme. Because in our program, the bedrock of our program is to heal, aspire, and grow. But what I've discovered is that in order to heal, we must be aware. If I'm not aware, I can't heal. Because what am I going to be healing from? Right? The importance of awareness in the journey to wholeness is critical, wouldn't you say? We can see the effects of a lack of awareness in our society today. Just look at the collision of crises that we are navigating right now. COVID, financial breakdown, and racial injustice. Now, is it that racial injustice wasn't always a problem? Sure it was. But now, because these crises have collided, we are forced to pause and get aware of just how deep the wound is in terms of race or racial tensions. So being aware cannot be overlooked. We have to take it on. A lot of times we're not aware also because we're distracted. And like I said, we've been forced to pause because we're distracted typically by being busy. I know for myself, I can get real busy. Man, how about you? I mean, I got kids, I got business, I got, a husband, I got client meetings, I got household duties. I mean, I'm just busy. And you know what I'm talking about. But it's so important that if we're going to heal, that we slow down and get aware of our scars. Scars is another word for splinter. In my book, Peace Beyond the Splinter, I talk about my struggle with anxiety. Get a copy, because the goal is that you and I have to decide that because of our scar, we will fly. Not in spite of it, but because of it. Today is Father's Day, and it's been a little bittersweet for me because I didn't grow up close to my father. And yes, I'm grateful he's still alive, but the truth is, we didn't grow up close, and I didn't realize how scarred I was. I mean, I knew I was scarred, but I didn't realize how deep the scar was until I got married. When I got married and had my second child, a daughter, and I saw the interaction of my husband with his child, his daughter, our daughter. I'm ashamed to admit this on camera, but I had been jealous. No, I've said it to him. I've told him how I felt. But the only reason why I was able to say it and own it is because I've become aware of the importance of vulnerability. To have the courage to be vulnerable. Don't you want to be courageous? I mean, I want to die courageous, but I also want to live courageous. Is that you? I hope it is. I'm sure it is, actually. I'm sure you're not going to say I want to die a weakling or chicken. So I know you want to die courageous, right? But I had to say I feel jealous because of the hole that was left by the lack of intimacy with my own dad. Because when I see my husband with his daughter, he's engaged. He cherishes her. He plays dolls with her. He takes on the character of the doll, and they pretend. I mean, he listens to her. He's available for her. And she cherishes him. He is her daddy, and she'll tell me her daddy, my daddy. Yeah, I got a little jealous. But because of my awareness, through working on myself, now I'm grateful when I see them together. I'm grateful that she has a dad that she feels cherished by. I'm so grateful for my husband, that he loves her, that she feels safe and whole with him. But it didn't happen overnight. It took me being aware of the scar that I had to recognize why I felt a tinge of jealousy. Not many people are willing to say that out loud, and certainly not on camera. But own your stuff, own your stuff, own your story, and then stand on your story. Take your broken wing and decide to fly. The truth is, we all have scars. Some of them are hidden from us. Some of us don't want to admit that we do. Some of us are not aware of our scars. But we individually, whether it's individual or collectively, we have scars. Our society is scarred. Maybe it's not a scar from your relationship with your dad. Maybe it's a relationship with your mom, some other dysfunction in your family. But the fact is, we all have scars. So let's not pretend. But here is my challenge to you. Choose to take those broken wings and say to yourself, not in spite of, but because of my scar, I am going to fly. I'm going to take these broken wings and fly. Don't you love that quote? I just love that quote. How about you? Do you know what your scar is? We have to focus on the what before we can focus on the how. First, we have to know what is the scar. Get aware of what that is before we start to worry about how to fix it. Too often, we're bogged down with the how when we don't even know what the what is. You know what I mean? So I encourage you to take this time this week. We're going to be focused on scars and just be vigilant about identifying your what. And how is it impacting your life if you're aware of it? And ask yourself, have people been telling me that something's wrong, but I've been ignoring them? Or have I been too busy to spend the time to explore the scar? We have to decide to live beyond the splinter, aka our scars. Now let me say this. I saw this other beautiful quote this week. Beautiful. I just have to share it with you. It says, let me read it to you. Show me your hands. Do they have scars from giving? Show me your feet. Are they wounded in service? Show me your heart. Have they left a place for divine love? Isn't that what we need today? If you're going to get scarred, if you're going to be scarred, nurture those scars. Have more of those scars. That's what I'm trying to do. Because the truth is, simply because you have a scar doesn't mean that you've been healed. And it doesn't mean that you're aware of it. And it doesn't mean that you can't get over it. But it can mean that you can take those broken wings and decide to fly. That's all I have for you today. Please like and share this video. Join us on Wednesday at 10 a.m. We'll be having our 9th session on scars with Dr. Brown on our platform, Eve Speaks. Thank you again for listening. Like and share this video, and I'll catch you in another episode of Angie Speaks, Stronger Than Splinters. Enjoy your evening. Bye-bye.